Yo, 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 what is going on, my fellow wrestling fans? Welcome to a Thanksgiving week and Survivor Series week edition of what we like to call the Clash of Champions, where we dive headfirst into all the controversy, storylines, personalities, and everything in between that center around this world we know and love as professional wrestling. For better or worse, I'm your host, the vegan you believe in, Conscious Kurt, aka Kurt GPT, moral conscience of America, and the flesh as always. And my podcast partner needs no introduction, but the hell with it. He's about to give y'all one anyway.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jonathan Randall, the adventurer himself, and welcome to our wrestling podcast, our soap opera. And ladies and gentlemen, we are literally a few days away from Survivor Series and also like a couple days away from Thanksgiving. And today is our prediction show because Survivor Series War Games will be this Saturday in my neck of the woods, my second home, San Diego, California, Petco Park, ladies and gentlemen. I believe this is the first time this is Survivor Series in an outdoor stadium.
First time a Survivor Series is ever taking place in an outdoor stadium or stadium period. Only the second time the Survivor Series is taking place in the state of California, and the first time also it'll be taking place in San Diego.
Right. And
Actually,
the stage is
I'm not.
coming up pretty soon. The stage is coming up. They got the ring set up, and I'm excited for the turnout and what is it going to be like. So
Yeah, I've been seeing bits and pieces of it so far, and yeah, it looks pretty dope. I'm looking forward to seeing a War Games match in that kind of setting. It's kind of a throwback to some of the original War Games matches because I remember the first one in '87. They did a tour of it, and one of the stops for the tour was the Orange Bowl in Miami.
oh wow,
Yeah, they had War Games match in that place.
nice.
Yeah, freaking. And funny enough, also another thing I realized, I think this is the first time a Big Four event is coming to San Diego too.
It is actually it is because you got to think about it. I mean, me living there. I mean, Qualcomm Stadium was old. You know, they couldn't have any events over there. They only have like one small arena over there where they had numerous of WWE pay-per-views over there over the years, though, but no Big Four events over there. And Petco Park being one of the nicest baseball parks in this country, that is the perfect area and location to host a Big Four event over there. And I'm proud to say that.
Yeah, I'm glad your hometown's getting that love it deserves. It's also going to be your birthday too. I really wish you were going, man. It's too bad that you're not going.
Yeah, it sucks though. I mean, with just with stuff going on, right now in life, everything. I wish I could have gone though, but I hope hopefully I'll make up for it next year. So
Yeah, hopefully so. But let's actually dive into what's going to be taking place at Survivor Series. Is this past Friday on SmackDown? We had Team Rhea in the ring, and they were going to reveal who the fifth member of their team was going to be for War Games, which you all knew it was going to be AJ Lee. And lo and
mhm.
behold, it was AJ Lee. AJ Lee came out, but as she was coming out, the members of Asuka's team came and attacked the members of Team Rhea from behind. And AJ tried to get to the ring to come and help them, but before she could, she was sneak attacked by Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch beat the hell out of her, and then Becky also helped Team Asuka attack Team Rhea. And then as the show ended, she shook hands with Asuka to basically reveal what we all knew was going to happen, and she is the fifth member of the team.
Yes. And this women's War Games match actually looks really interesting. Everything. I think the other women's War Games matches in the past have been pretty interesting before that, but this one, I like this lineup.
I love the lineup. I love the like little rant Becky was going on Raw last night, where she was like talking about each member of her team, and she was kind of
Mm,
like insulting them. Where she's like talking about how Asuka's tough, but she's like won 9 out of their 10 matches.
yeah.
And yeah, clowning Nia Jax, clowning Kyrie, clowning Last Legend, and then Rhea, AJ, Charlotte, Alexa, and Io all came out, and they all had that big confrontation, that nice little brawl. And then Io laid everyone out with the moonsault, and then Becky just backed away. Yeah, that was also pretty telling that probably Becky's teammates are not going to be maybe as willing to help her if she's in trouble come Saturday.
Right.
Yeah,
Other injuries.
so
Yeah, Raw was Raw was the going home episode for before Survivor Series actually, was pretty interesting, especially towards the end. The beginning of a great segment between Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk.
Oh, when Punk and Cody were had the dick measuring contest, and then Roman had to call them out on it.
Pretty much just like whose team is it? I mean, that's kind of funny. It's kind of a throwback to the old Survivor Series, normal 5-on-5 matchups where pretty much who's the captain, whose team it is. I thought that was pretty funny.
I just really hope this doesn't turn out like a WrestleMania 10 scenario where like all the five members of the heel team for the 10-man tag like all started arguing and the match ended up not happening.
Oh no, I don't think it will be like that. I think
I'm talking
throughout
shit.
the night, Roman was pretty much being the voice of reason, kind of like y'all need to get your stuff together because it ain't about who's the leader and all that. It's all about getting the job done. Pretty much Roman Reigns is there because his dislike for Paul Heyman in the Vision. So that's what Cody was there to find out. And poor CM Punk chimed in though. But the biggest takeaway from that segment, Kurt, was the fact that Roman was pretty much saying, one of those titles will look that title will look better on me. So I don't know if he was referring to CM Punk or he was referring to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, he left that for the both of them to figure out. And pretty much from that segment, I could definitely see one of those matches is happening at WrestleMania. Between those three guys, we're seeing one of those matches at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm still hoping that it will do CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, they were playing that off for like the longest time. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, I could see it possibly happening because of the fact that, like on Friday on SmackDown, when Cody helped Carmelo Hayes advance in the tournament against Bronson Reed, and then he cut that great ass promo afterwards. He was mentioning the WrestleMania, commercial they did with all the people in there with like Roman with Brock, and he said like, yeah, all of your guys in there that are in that commercial, I've beaten all of them. And funny enough, Punk was in that commercial too, and him and Punk have not wrestled each other since they've both been back in WWE. Unless you count the ending to the Royal Rumble 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, but in a normal one-on-one match, no, they have not faced each other. So, and they've
Yeah,
been,
that was
like I
interesting.
said, yeah, they've been playing it off, been kind of you know fantasizing about it for the longest time. So let's hope, fingers crossed, that it happens next year. So
Yeah, we'll see what happens in these next few months. But also on Raw, we had the John Cena Last Time Is Now tournament, which had a great match between Gunther and Carmelo Hayes. I know you're really happy about the way this match went down. Even though Carmelo Hayes went down in defeat, it was still a very thrilling match. He put on
he
a
took
great performance.
Carmelo Hayes took it to Gunther, just like Adam was it Adams.
Javon Evans, damn it.
Javon Evans took it to Gunther last week. Carmelo Hayes took it to Gunther this week, but it wasn't enough. But the ring general came out victorious, as we knew what was going to happen, and he's in the semifinals, right?
Yeah, semifinals. He did advance, and yeah, Carmelo Hayes. Yeah, it was really a great spot for him in this match, and I'm really happy at the performance he did.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed it leads to something, but with the way this company's been doing a lot of things recently, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yes.
All right, but in any event, also in another quarterfinal match we had last night, we had Penta against Solo Sikoa, but unfortunately during the match, Penta suffered an injury to his shoulder, and that caused the match to be stopped, and Solo Sikoa won via forfeit. And yeah, it didn't look good with the way Penta had to be helped up, and yeah, he seemed visibly upset
Yeah,
for
man,
obvious
that
reasons.
sucks.
And yeah, it sucks.
Let's hope it's not a long term injury that will put him out for a while. So hoping for the best. That was a very unfortunate injury.
Yeah, and also it just was revealed last Saturday that him and Ray Phoenix are going to team up again against Dominic and El Grande Americano at the next Triple A show. So yeah, this is really bad timing, and I figured he was probably going to win that match last night and then advance to face Gunther in the next round, which would have been a great match. But unfortunately, we're not getting that anymore. And yeah, sadly, the dude looks like he's going to be out of action for a while. He put up a statement actually that I just read a few minutes ago before we went on. And yeah, fingers crossed, it's not like a situation where he's out for like 6 months or longer or any of that jazz. Hopefully, it's nothing that severe.
Yeah,
Yeah. Funny enough, WWE's had some bad luck with shoulder injuries this year. Penta getting hurt. Sheamus also has a shoulder injury that's now taking him out of the tournament too. Seth Rollins, Chad Gable, Liv Morgan. Yeah, holy shit. They'll be getting hit with all these damn shoulder injuries this year.
I know. Hmm. It's horrible, man. It's like the NFL. It's everywhere we turn around, man. It's like people are getting hurt. So
But the same injury, the same type of injury, though. That's what I mean.
yeah,
Or body part.
right.
But in any event, we did have Dominik Mysterio come out for a promo to, hype up his match with John Cena coming up this Saturday. And then in the middle of his promo, John Cena's music hit. Everybody went crazy. Everybody lost their damn mind. But I saw through that shit from the very first second because
Same.
instead of John Cena coming out, we had little John Cena come out.
Yeah, and little uh, camera photographer and a cameraman.
Little Stu. Yeah, Little Stu.
Yeah, and had a hard
So that
time
was
getting in the
hilarious.
ring. Yeah, and apparently he called out Dominic, but Dominic told him like, "Hey, you're not going to the script or whatever," and he got a beating for it, and he did a frog in insult to injury. He did a frog splash on Little John Cena, pretty much to send a message to John Cena for this upcoming Saturday.
Yeah, he kicked little John Cena, hit him with a 619, five knuckle shuffle, frog splash, and yeah, this is despicable behavior. And Joe Tessitore was losing his damn mind on commentary. Yo, that dude was having a fit.
I like Joe Tessitore. I always liked him as a
Me
commentator.
too.
He did a good job on ESPN too as well, and I like him as a commentator.
I'm telling you, in that segment last night, Joe Tessitore gave me flashbacks of Jim Ross anytime Triple H would do something dastardly in the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
Wow. And funny enough, Rey Mysterio came out right after this to chase Dominic off, and Rey Mysterio waits all the way till the end of the beating to come out and save the kid.
right.
The fuck is that all about?
Oh man. Yeah.
But yeah, also on Raw we had tag team main event. And that tag team main event was going to decide who would get the men's advantage in the War Games match for the men. We had Jimmy and Jay Uso for Team Punk. And for Team Heyman, we had the douchebag fuck Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Same tag team from SummerSlam.
Yeah, an advantage tag team match, pretty much, to who was gonna pretty much start first, or get that advantage in the War Games match on Saturday. Correct?
Yeah, so like the whichever team won, they would have the men's advantage. So like when the match first starts, like in the first 5 minutes, a member from that winning team is going to get the first man to go in.
Makes
So
sense.
they're
Makes
constantly
sense.
going to have the advantage throughout the match. But in any event, so we have the match, and at one point, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker come out, and then Cody and Punk come out to fight them off, and they all get into this big brawl outside the ring, and then Jay Uso jumps over the top rope onto everybody, including his own damn partners. And then as Jimmy Uso is distracted by this, Logan Paul and his cheating tactics rolled him up from behind, pulled his tights, which he likely did, even though the camera didn't get it, and got the win for his team. So Team Heyman has the man's advantage in War Games officially.
Yeah, but it wasn't over after that because a brawl kept happening after the match, and then Roman Reigns returned back to the ring, and he pretty much took everybody out, even before he got to the ring. Took out Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, took everybody out. And then, of course, as we saw earlier tonight, Brock Lesnar showed up and he made his way to the ring. But he made a silly way to the ring as he was about to do his entrance on the stage. He slips. He slips, Kurt. Had a little funny moment.
Yeah,
Funny moment.
Brock slipped. Yeah, Brock slipped and fell on his ass. This is basically the Brock Lesnar Shockmaster moment. Like this is the WWE version of the Shockmaster moment. Was this?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
And
crazy. This is like the second time since Brock came back that he's had an incident like this. There was that one time a few months ago when he F5'd R-Truth on SmackDown and ripped his pants, and now he falls on his ass during his entrance.
I
Shit.
know.
Who knew Brock Lesnar Who knew Brock Lesnar would be the comedic relief on the show in 2025? But here we are.
Of all people. But it was funny. He
Yeah.
played it off. I noticed that he put his cowboy hat on Braun Breaker. He smirked and smiled, and yeah, he knew he messed up though. But it is what it is though. But yeah, everybody got in the ring, and there was a huge brawl, and the show went off the air. Kind of old school throwback. When I see stuff like that, you see a brawl in the ring, and the show goes off the air. We haven't seen that in a long time.
I haven't seen it in a long time. We see it all the damn time.
When was the last time we saw something like that?
It's been at least a month or so. Yeah, like with the Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed tag team matches. I'm sure we've seen brawls like this in like recent times. Hell, they probably did this for War Games last year.
Yeah, it's still been a while. I mean, usually when we see a brawl, it usually will end, but like the brawl kept continuing and the
Hell,
show there.
hell, that happened last week. They had the same brawl last week that ended the show.
But didn't it literally end like right when the
Nah,
show went off? Or
nah, it was pretty much still going on as the show ended.
oh,
All right, but anyway, that's another story. And then there was some footage that was caught after the show went off the air, as like Team Heyman was outside the ring and they were like all like plotting to go back into the ring to face Team Punk again. And as they were all running in, Logan Paul went in, but then Brock stopped everybody else from going in there, and Logan Paul got his ass beat by all of them.
horrible.
Horrible, my ass. It was great.
No, I'm talking about. I'm assuming that Brock Lesnar is the captain of this team because he's pretty much kind of like leading everybody, and he told everybody like, "Nah, don't go, don't help him." You know what I mean? So I know that was
Yeah.
funny for you to see your mortal enemy to get beat up like that. So that's why you're saying that.
If only for the females, that would have happened to Nicki Minaj
God.
or J Lo.
Oh man.
And I gotta say, it's a little weird seeing you without a hat on. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I was in a rush. I mean, usually I will get my hat on though, but I was in a rush right now, so you'll see my
It's
hat
all
on next
good.
week. Yeah.
All right, but in any event, let's get into our predictions for Survivor Series. It is taking place this Saturday from Petco Park in San Diego, my podcast partner's old neck of the woods. So let's run down these predictions. And probably the least most interesting match in the whole show, I hate to say because of how the build's been going for it. We have for the Women's World Championship, Stephanie Vaquer defending her championship against Nikki Bella.
Well, I'm actually looking forward to this match. I mean, I didn't really have much to of a storyline to say. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
pretty much these two are kind of like, oh, we're starting off as friends, but the whole entire time, Nikki Bella, sorry, wants that championship, and she turns on Stephanie Vaquer. So that's pretty much what it's all about. Not a whole lot of writing on this match. Do I think it will be a great match? Yes. I mean, a good match? Yeah. But I have Stephanie Valkyrie retaining her title in this match.
I'm going to go on that prediction as well. I think she will retain, but there is a strong chance that we could see the return of Twin Magic, and that could lead to Nikki Bella winning the championship.
No, I doubt that because you got to remember Stephanie Valkyrie is still um, on a hot streak right now. So and that momentum, so there's no need for her to kill it. So I'm still
I
sticking
mean,
with
I'm not saying
Stephanie.
I hope it happens. I hope that doesn't happen, but there is a possibility that it could happen. If Brie
Mhm.
Bella is going to possibly come back, or if they want to extend this feud longer, that would be a way of doing it. But
Gotcha.
I think I'm going to stick with Stephanie Vaquer as the one who will retain her championship. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, and in our next match, in John Cena's last ever Survivor Series, he will be defending the Intercontinental Championship that he just won 2 weeks ago against the man he took it from, the chicken tender slut, Dominik Mysterio.
His second
And the
to
little
last,
person beater.
yeah, his second to last appearance, ladies and gentlemen. With John Cena's last appearance, last match being at Saturday night's main event in a probably in a couple of weeks. Um, I hate to say it, but I think Dominik Mysterio is going to regain the Intercontinental Championship.
You're damn right he is. There's no way in hell Cena is going to retire with that championship. This is the match where Dominic gets his shining moment. He beats John Cena for the Intercontinental title in his hometown in front of his home fans. I don't know how many fans he has now after what he did last night, but you get my
Ah,
drift. I think this is Dominic's big moment. I think this is one of the biggest matches of his career, and in this biggest match of his career, he is going to win.
I agree.
He did not win when he faced Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania a few years ago, but he's going to win this match, become a two-time Intercontinental Champion, and it's going to be interesting to see what the reaction is for him going into it.
I'm pretty sure he's going to get a good reaction. This is not his first time at that stadium anyway, so he threw a first
It,
pitch
it's
at the game. So, but
it's not even that. It's not even that. It's just the fact that he's going against Cena in one of Cena's last matches. The crowd's already been booing him a lot more recently, ever since this feud with Cena started. So it looks like it's working in that sense.
yeah,
So the reaction for this match on Saturday is going to be very noteworthy.
I think it's going to be 50-50. You got to remember it's still in his hometown. So, hey, looking forward to it regardless.
Yeah, anything is possible. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this match too. I think it'll definitely be one of the standout parts of the show. So let's move on to the War Games matches. We have the women's War Games match consisting of Rhea Ripley, AJ Lee, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss taking on the team of Asuka, Kairi Sane, Becky Lynch, Lash Legend, and Nia Jax.
So funny, just like last year, Rhea Ripley's wearing most likely is going to be wearing a mask again. So she's been wearing a mask these past couple of weeks.
And just like last year, she has a damn all-star team. Like, you see this
Exactly.
damn team she has this year? She has herself, she has Io Sky, she has AJ Lee, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. Yeah, this is one all-star team if I've ever seen one, son.
Yeah. But I love all these women, especially on the last team. But I'm going to have to go with Rhea Ripley's team winning this match.
Yeah, I think they win too, especially with AJ being on the team too. I think that's definitely gonna be what pushes them over the top. I still think this match is gonna be fun, chaotic. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Io Sky's crazy stunt's gonna be this year.
Oh, God. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I also picked the team of Rhea, AJ, Charlotte, Alexa, and Io to win. It'll definitely be a fun match. I don't think it'll definitely be better than the one last year because remember the one last year got a lot of criticism for the way it turned out. But I think
Mm,
this one definitely has all the tools to outdo that one we saw last year.
got you.
All right, so we have the baby faces winning for that team, and yeah, after what Becky was doing last night with her teammates, and after she like dipped on them when they were getting their ass beat, I think she's going to be left hanging when push comes to shove in this match. You can look forward to that. All right, and on to the men's War Games match. Feels a little thrown together, but still a lot of great star power and a lot of great elements regardless. We have Team Punk consisting of World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. Odd that they have both champions on the same team. Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Jay Uso taking on Team Heyman, consisting of Brock Lesnar, the douchebag fuck Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed.
Wow. Ooh, out of all the men's War Games matches, this is, wow, this is loaded. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, fully loaded to say the least. Yeah, a lot of star power in this match as well, with
Yeah.
with a team of Punk, Cody, and Roman on the same team, and the Usos. Yeah,
And
that's
this is Brock
madness.
Lesnar. And this is Brock Lesnar's first War Games match. Wow.
And his first tag team match since his original run in the early 2000s.
Yeah. Sheesh. I wonder
Yeah,
how
we know
that's going
Brock
to
doesn't
turn
play
out.
well
That's
with
that's
it.
the biggest question. How's that going to turn out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we know Brock doesn't play well with others, especially these days.
Yeah. This match is pretty much settled down. It's about ego. A lot of egos in this match on both sides. So it's all
Yeah,
about them working well over together. Mainly on CM Punk's team. It's all about them. Are they going to work well with each other? We saw what happened between Roman and the Usos a couple months ago after the fallout that they had. You know what I mean?
and you
And
know what's
also,
funny? You know what's funny? They haven't mentioned anything about that like ever since Roman came back, which is very
no,
weird.
yeah, no. And he pretty much, and when he came back, and in a segment last night, he mentioned that he wants to see just the transformation for the Usos going forward. So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out. Also, let's not leave out CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean? So a lot of egos, and it's all about them. Are they gonna work well with each other? I feel like
Yeah,
the other team, they may be on the same page with each other, so that's kind of like the only advantage that you could give them, and also the strength of Brock Lesnar leading them. But man, it's kind of tough to pick. I'm gonna have to go with Team Punk on this one.
I'm gonna go with Team Lesnar or Team Heyman. I'm gonna go with them.
Wow.
Yeah, because the heels haven't won a War Games match in a while. I feel like that whole scenario with like Punk and Cody kind of not getting along, and also Roman and the Usos still having issues that have not been resolved that still need to be talked about. I think
Mm.
those issues are going to lead to them self-destructing, and Team Lesnar and Heyman is going to take advantage of that and find a way to win. Although I would not be surprised if we see a confrontation between Brock Lesnar and Braun Breaker at some point during the match.
I want to be surprised, but I'd love to see that.
Yeah, but I like the different matchups and different scenarios they have to play out with this. You have like Punk and Brock going at it again. You have Cody and Brock going at it again. You have
Yep.
Drew and Punk going at it again for the first time since their feud last year. Roman and Drew, also Braun Breaker and Roman. Yeah, the possibilities are endless. But yeah, this is gonna be one sexy ass men's War Games match, son. I'm looking forward
Cody
to it
and
like
Braun
I've
Breaker
never.
too.
Yeah, that also Bronson Reed's
Yeah.
gonna want revenge for Cody costing him that match on SmackDown last week.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, this is probably the most star-studded Raw Games match I think we've seen from the men in years. But
Yeah.
this is more or less, but at least with the Punk team, this is more or less the same team as last year they had, except they swapped out Sami Zayn for Cody.
Exactly. Oh, shoot.
All right, but in any event, I have Team Lesnar picking up the win. This match is going to be violent, out of control, and batshit in all the funnest ways possible. I don't think it's going to be exactly the same as the blood and guts matches we saw in AEW a few weeks ago, but it'll still be great regardless.
Of course not. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Survivor Series again is this Saturday, November 29th, on my birthday on ESPN if you're here in America, but if you're internationally, it will be on Netflix, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern, ladies and gentlemen. So don't forget it. And I can't wait for it. And also to subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, also on speaker, and also our video edition of our episodes is on YouTube. And also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and also more importantly, if you have any questions or inquiries about our show, any questions that you want to ask us, email us at champs.clashpod@gmail.com.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Happy Survivor Series week.
Yes,
Enjoy yourselves. And also throughout this week, always take some time if you can to think about the things you are lucky to have and appreciate those things and not take them for granted, because
yes,
I know things get tough in life. I know things sometimes usually aren't the way you'd like them to be, but even through all the bullshit, even through all the negative bullshit, there are still things to be thankful for. And this time of the
yes.
year is the time you should take notice of that the most.
Amen. Be thankful, ladies and gentlemen, of everything, of your family and your friends. And Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays of the year. It's just having your friends, family, come together. Just spending time with each other. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to this whole week. I'm off for 5 days. So thankful
Nice.
for that. Got my girlfriend's family coming in town, and cooking, watching football. Just my birthday coming up and Survivor Series. Very thankful for a lot of things, and thankful for my healthy son in my life. So yeah, a lot of things I'm thankful for, and everybody be thankful. For during these holidays. So yep,
Awesome. Glad to hear it, man. I'm thankful
yep,
to be doing this show with you. I'm thankful to be covering wrestling the way I've been covering it, especially over the last year. I'm grateful to actually have income, steady income coming in. I'm grateful to be
good.
alive, relatively healthy, have family and friends around that love me, a roof over my head, all that good stuff. And also, I'm thankful for this EDM 2010s party I'm going to tomorrow night.
Oh, that's tomorrow. Nice,
Tomorrow
nice.
night, yes. And then Thursday, me, my best friend L, and also my other best friend, his twin brother Ben, we're going to be having Thanksgiving dinner together.
Oh, cool, cool. Are you
Yeah, we're
cooking
gonna
anything?
cook.
Bring
We're gonna
anything?
cook.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
we're gonna cook. We're both gonna cook. We're gonna make vegan field roast, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. I even bought a blender so I can make the mac and cheese, stuffing,
Ooh,
cranberry sauce, mushroom gravy, pumpkin pie. I ordered pumpkin pie from this like vegan bakery that's gonna be ready
yeah.
Thursday. It better be damn good because I paid $60 for it.
$60. It better be good.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
these
baking.
you're damn
Well,
right.
I'm
It better be
baking.
good. It better be.
Yeah. Well, I'm baking always. I'm making pumpkin pie, pecan pie, and for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm making sweet potato cornbread.
Sweet potato cornbread. Thought you were gonna say sweet potato pie. Sweet potato pie.
No, I would make it this year though, but since I'm making a sweet potato cornbread, I was like, nah, I'm gonna opt that out to make the sweet potato cornbread. So I hope it turns out good. And
All I'm saying, all I'm saying, there better be some kind of like secret prize in that damn pumpkin pie if they're charging that much money. But that's another story.
you gotta
But
let
yeah,
me
we're
know
gonna be
about it.
throwing down. We're gonna be throwing down in the kitchen. I'm gonna be posting pictures of my sexy ass in an apron so all the girls can go crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild ass Thanksgiving, son. And also, I got my holiday movie season starting Thursday, which I'll be at. They're watching Home Alone or Mrs. Doubtfire.
It's funny. We were just watching that the other day, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, I watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles the other day, an actual Thanksgiving movie.
Nice, nice. I think my what I do, I don't watch. I mean, I don't really watch holiday movies during Thanksgiving. I don't start that not till after. But pretty much during Thanksgiving, I do have a Survivor Series marathon that I do sometimes. So
Oh, really? Do you have any
yeah.
in mind that you're gonna watch this year?
Well, I've already watched 96, 97, 98. I watched 94 actually this morning.
Yikes!
I'm gonna
Oh, 94. 94 was the first pay per view I ever watched live. That's so
yeah
crazy. That's the first
yeah
one I ever watched live.
yeah. I watched 94 this morning, and I'm gonna try to watch 2002 tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to try to find time to watch 2002 before Saturday. I watched 95 obviously for the show. I watched
Oh
bits and
yeah.
pieces of 2003. I watched bits
hmm
and pieces of '03. I watched 1990 because it was the anniversary the other day, the 35-year
hmm
anniversary.
hmm
Yeah, so I'll try to squeeze in a couple of them before this Saturday. Funny enough, today's the anniversary of Survivor Series '92, and also the one where Punk came back 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Surprised. I can't believe it's been 2 years. Damn.
And a very overrated movie came out 33 years ago today, the same day as that '92 Survivor Series.
92.
I'll give you, yeah, I'll give you a hint. The song from the movie was one of the biggest songs of all time.
Oh, the bodyguard.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. It was never really like I don't
it's not
know.
that
Like
good.
yeah, I
It's not that
just
good.
yeah. Isn't yeah? You're right. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, the song's great. Obviously, the song is great, but the movie itself, yeah, you're not missing
It's kind of
anything.
yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But in any event, yes, happy Thanksgiving. Happy vegan field roast day to me and my best friends who will be having Thanksgiving with. And yeah, it's gonna be a popping week. I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, Thanksgiving in some ways I like more than Christmas these days.
True though. It's kind of tough to ask myself which one do I like better. Do I like Thanksgiving or I like Christmas? You know what I mean? I like the festivities of Christmas. You know what I mean? Like the trees and the holidays and all that stuff and the movies and stuff. But I don't know. Thanksgiving, I like too though because it's literally like around the corner of my birthday. It's Thanksgiving, food, family, football, and it just hits different. So it's kind of I just don't like when people skip over like as soon as Halloween is over, they skip over Thanksgiving and are already thinking about Christmas. I'm offended by that. So
Yeah, Mariah Carey needs to make a Thanksgiving song.
thank you. Thank you.
All right, but in any event, yes, guys, subscribe to our social media pages, subscribe to our YouTube channel, holler at us, let us know what you think. Take care, enjoy yourselves this holiday week, make the most of it, and remember, most of all, especially during this holiday week, do not be an asshole or a douchebag in real life or social media because all that toxic bullshit is for the birds. And if you do that, I'm gonna write a diss about you, and you don't want those kind of problems.
And ladies and gentlemen, always stay blessed, stay adventurous, And more importantly, for this season, for this week, be thankful.
Couldn't have said it any better. Have a good night,
Yes.
guys.